God damn. Okay. What's going on with my show here? Should be broadcasting now, but this isn't quite right. I don't have the slideshow working quite right. I'm gonna fix it. All right, I'm gonna do my best on this. The slideshow's not quite working properly, but anyway, maybe we'll get started now. It is 6:04. I guess I'm starting a little late as usual. But today I'm gonna do another live stream. This is my 10th live stream on this channel, and today I'm gonna talk about the British invasion, which was the worldwide phenomenon that started after the Beatles became a huge international success in 1964. The Beatles were such a sensation with Beatlemania that it kind of ushered in the age of British culture into our society in a lot of ways, at least British popular culture for mostly aimed at young people. And mainly, I'd say in the form of the music, in form of the rock and roll. It wasn't just the Beatles that made it big. They were the first that really made it big in America, but they were followed by many, many other big artists who first, most of them were first big in Britain, and then a lot of them became big in the USA as well. So anyway, let me just kind of give you a rough outline of uh, of some of the artists I'm going to feature tonight. So these are just a handful. There were dozens of them, but I think I picked some of the biggest ones from around 1964 to 1968. Of course, British rock and roll. British had kind of dominated the scene in rock and roll for many years after this as well. There were a lot of really big British rock musicians in the 70s and 80s, and I think up till today, but it kind of got started in the mid-60s. And so some of the big groups following the Beatles were Jerry and the Pacemakers, and the Dave Clark Five, and the Searchers, and uh, Herman's Hermits, and the Rolling Stones, and then there were a couple very big female singers, Dusty Springfield and Petula Clark. So I'm going to feature as many of these songs as I can on this list. I don't think I'm going to be able to feature all of them because I probably don't have enough time. But I'm going to start with Jerry and the Pacemakers. And they were really big in England around the same time as the Beatles. As a matter of fact, in 1963, their first three hits in England all went to number one. They didn't have any number one hits in the USA, but they were very big in England. And I'm going to start with, I think, their first three number ones in Britain. The first of those was, let me pull it up on my screen here. How Do You Do It? That only went to number nine in the USA the following year, 1964. But I'm going to feature that one next. So anyway, here's How Do You Do It. Gotta move forward here. Okay, let me pull that one up. Hang on a second. Turn up the volume.
How do you do what you do to me? I wish I knew. If I knew how you do it to me, I'd do it to you. How do you do what you do to me? I'm feeling blue. Wish I knew how you do it to me, but I haven't a clue. You give me a feeling in my heart, like an arrow passing through it. Suppose that you think you're very smart, but won't you tell me how do you do it? How do you do what you do to me? If I only knew, then perhaps you'd fall for me like I fell for you. it to you.
Okay, that was How Do You Do It by Jerry and the Pacemakers, their first #1 in England. And by the way, I think I heard that the Beatles were offered to record that song, but they turned it down. They didn't really like it that much. Uh, but anyway, so the next one I'm gonna feature, their second #1 was I Like It. I'm gonna do that one next. Anyway, here it goes.
I like it, I like it. I like the way you run your fingers through my hair. And I like the way you tickle my chin. And I like the way you let me come in when your mama ain't there. I like it, I like it. I like the words you say and all the things you do. And I like the way you straighten my tie. And I like the way you're winking your eye. And I know I like you. You know I like you. Do that again. You're driving me insane. Kiss me once more. That's another thing I like you for. I like it, I like it. I like the funny feeling being here with you. And I like it more with every day. And I like it always hearing you say you're liking it too. You're liking it too. I'm asking you, what do you wanna do? Do you agree that the world was made for you and me? I like it, I like it. I like the funny feeling being here with you. And I like it more with every day. And I like it always hearing you say you're liking it too. You're liking it too. Whoa, I like it. Are you liking it too?
Okay, that was I Like It by Jerry and the Pacemaker. Sounds a lot like How Do You Do It? I'm just gonna give you kind of my personal opinion of these songs. They're good, but they're catchy, but I don't think they're anywhere nearly the caliber of the Beatles, which is probably why they weren't as big stars. I mean, it's pretty simple-minded music, and in all fairness, I'd say a lot of the early Beatles songs sound a lot like this too, kind of like I Want to Hold Your Hand and She Loves You, but the Beatles were much, much more diverse than this, and maybe that's where the Jerry and the Pacemakers failed. I'm not sure. But anyway, after this, I'm going to feature You Never Walk Alone. You'll Never Walk Alone. This is one you don't hear a lot, but it was the third #1 in England. It wasn't a big hit here in the USA. I think it only went to number 48. It was a minor hit in the USA. Like it went to number 17, by the way. But anyway, I'm gonna feature You'll Never Walk Alone. Let me pull that one up. I think I just heard this one for the first time, maybe just a few months ago.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. on through the wind, walk on through the rain, for your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
That's a pretty powerful song. I've only heard it once before, I think, but not a bad song. Pretty powerful message, you know. Just, I guess, have love in your heart, and you never walk alone. You'll have good company. Pretty good, powerful, positive message, I'd say. I'm just gonna feature one more by Jerry and the Pacemakers. This is my favorite of theirs. It's called "Ferry Cross the Mersey," and I think it's a pretty moving song. They were from the Mersey. In case you don't know, the Mersey River was the river that flowed along Liverpool. So they were from Liverpool, like the Beatles, right along the Mersey River. And I guess what the song's about is they're telling, they're kind of the song's addressed at the Mersey River, and asking the ferry across the Mersey to take him away from Liverpool, take him, I guess, to the rest of the world, and have him, open up the rest of the world to him. So anyway, let me just feature this one now. Ferry Cross the Mersey.
Life goes on day after day. Hearts torn in every way. So ferry cross the Mersey, 'cause this land's the place I love, and here I'll stay. People, they rush everywhere, each with their own secret care. So ferry cross the Mersey, and always take me there, the place I love. People around every corner, they seem to smile and say, we don't care what your name is, boy, we'll never turn you away. So I'll continue to say, here I always will stay. So ferry cross the Mersey, 'Cause this land's the place I love, and here I'll stay, and here I'll stay, here I'll stay.
It was a live recording, as you can probably tell by the applause at the end. I think I got the meaning of that song wrong. Actually, I think they're singing about the nostalgia for Liverpool and crossing the Mersey, bringing them back home. But I just think it's a really pretty song. That's why I decided to feature it, even though it wasn't a huge hit in England. Only went to number 8 there, but it went to number 6 in the USA. It was one of their biggest hits on one of 2 top 10s by Jerry and the Pacemakers in the USA. Their other one was "Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying." Anyway, that's gonna complete my feature on Jerry and the Pacemakers. Next up is the Dave Clark Five. I really like the Dave Clark Five. I don't know. I mean, they were one of the biggest British invasion bands. Actually, they had a lot of big hits, and I think 64, 65, up to like 67, and I don't know. And Glad All Over. This one's an interesting song. Let me play it first, and I'll talk a little bit more about it. Let's pull it up here. Um,
You say that you love me, say you love me all of the time, all of the time. You say that you need me, say you need me. You'll always be mine, always be mine. I'm feeling glad all over, yes I'm glad all over, baby. I'm glad all over, so glad you're mine. I'll make you happy. You'll never be blue, never be blue. You'll have no sorrow, cause I'll always be true, always be true. And I'm feeling glad all over, yes I'm glad all over, baby. I'm glad all over, so glad you're mine. Other girls may try to take me away, take me away. But you know, it's by your side I will stay, I'll stay. Our love will last now, till the end of time, because it's love now, it's only yours and mine, and I'm feeling glad all over, yes I'm glad all over, baby. I'm glad all over, so glad you're mine. Other girls may try to take me away, take me away. But you know, if by your side I will stay, I'll stay. Our love will last now, till the end of time, because it's love now, it's only yours and mine, and I'm feeling glad all over, yes I'm glad all over, baby. I'm glad all over, so glad you're mine, I'm so glad you're mine now. Whoa, 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 whoa.
wow. I think that's a really great one. And what I wanted to say about it, here's the interesting trivia I wanted to tell you guys. That song actually knocked I Want to Hold Your Hand out of the number 1 position in England. Beatles hit number 1 in England first with I Want to Hold Your Hand, and that was followed immediately by Glad All Over by the Dave Clark Five. I think the Dave Clark Five was competing with the Beatles for kind of the biggest group in England at that time. But they were never anywhere nearly as big as Beatles in the USA. They never had an. Actually, they did have one number one in the USA. That was Over and Over, which was a cover of a song from the 50s by Bobby Day, I think. But anyway, I'm not featuring that one. But the next song I'm going to feature, the Dave Clark Five had a lot of big hits early on, and their next big hit after Glad All Over was Bits and Pieces. So let me play that one next. Well, that's another pretty great one, I think. Really great percussion on there. You can hear that, just that rhythm. Boop, boop, doo, 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 doo. Anyway, I think I'm going to skip the next one. Can't you see that she's mine? That one kind of sounds like the other two. But I'm going to do a little change of pace now. Their biggest hit in the USA was Because, and it was a ballad. So let me play this one next. And actually, when I first heard this song, I thought it was the Beatles. This was probably the one that sounds the most like the Beatles to me. But let me just put it on.
For the first 6 months they were singing, they sold over 1 million records a month. And in the words of one of their biggest hit songs, we're mighty glad all over to have them with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dave Clark Five.
It's right that I should care about you and try to make you happy when you're blue. It's right to feel the way I do because chance to be near you because I love you. Because I love
Okay, that was Because by the Dave Clark Five. And I think the only thing to me that sounds different from the Beatles about that song is the instruments. They play different instruments than the Beatles did. But when I first heard it, I actually thought it was the Beatles, and I was very confused because the Beatles had another song called Because that was on the Abbey Road album. It sounded completely different. It was one of their later songs, and I was kind of surprised that they recorded two songs with the same title. I don't know if any, that's not. I don't think that's something that most groups do because it would be very confusing. I mean, they did have Revolution and then Revolution One and Revolution Nine, but maybe they would have called it Because 69 or Because Two. I don't know, but it wasn't the Beatles anyway, so that kind of cleared my confusion on that one. Anyway, that completes my feature on the Dave Clark Five, and next up is the Searchers. They were another big early British invasion band. Had several big hits in 1964, and the first of those I'm going to feature is Needles and Pins. Sometimes people like to call it Needles and Pins because that's the way they say it in the song or sing it. Anyway, let me pull this one up.
I saw her today, I saw her face, it was a face I loved, and I knew I had to run away and get down on my knees and pray that they'd go away, but still they begin now. Needles and pins because of all my pride, the tears I gotta hide. Hey, I thought I was smart, I went hard, I didn't think I'd do, but now I see she's way sooner than me. Let her go ahead, take his love instead, and one day she will see just how to say please and get down on her knees. Hey, that's how it begins. Should feel those needles and pins. Head now. Why can't I stop and tell myself I'm wrong, so wrong? Why can't I stand up and tell myself I'm strong? Because I saw her today, I saw her face, it was a face I loved, and I knew I had to go away and get down on my knees and pray that they go away, but still they begin now. Needles and pins because of all my pride, the tears I gotta hide. Oh, needles and pins, needles and pins, needles and pins.
Yeah, that was Needles and Pins by the Searchers, performed on the Ed Sullivan Show in 1964, not too long after the Beatles first appeared on it. And one thing I have to say about some of this early British invasion music, I'd say that all these British bands, not just the Beatles, but all these other British bands that kind of part of the British invasion, I think they really brought a kind of a new pace to rock and roll. I mean, you can tell there's a lot more energy, and a lot of very powerful electric guitar, a lot of very powerful instruments on these songs, and I think this really marked a big break from a lot of the early 60s music that was popular before 1964. I mean, I read that the biggest change in rock and roll, probably since the beginning of rock and roll, was the British invasion, 1964. I don't think it's any coincidence that that's happened right after JFK's assassination. I think, we were looking for something new and we got it with the British invasion. But anyway, enough of that. The next up by the Searchers is their next big hit, Don't Throw Your Love Away. I'm going to feature that one next. Anyway, here it goes.
Don't throw your love away. No, 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 no. Don't throw your love away. For you might need it someday. Don't throw your dreams away. No, 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 no. Keep them another day. For you might need them someday. Lovers of today just throw their dreams away and play and love. They give their love away to anyone who say I love you. Don't throw your love away. No, 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 no. Don't throw your love away. For you might need it someday. Lovers of today just throw their dreams away and play and love. They give their love away to anyone who say I love you. Go out and have your fun. You better have your fun with anyone, but don't throw your love away. Don't throw your love away. No, 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 no. Don't throw your love away. For you might need it someday. Don't throw your love away. No, 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 no. Don't throw your love away.
Was Don't Throw Your Love Away by the Searchers. Another pretty great one, I think. I'm just going to feature one more by the Searchers. This is one of my favorites, probably my favorite of theirs. Love Potion number 9. And this was a cover. The original version was from the 50s. I can't remember right now who recorded. Oh, yeah, the Clovers recorded it in 1959. Pretty great oldie from the 50s, but the Searchers did a pretty good cover of this one. I'm going to feature this one next. Love Potion.
I took my troubles down to Madame Rue. You know that gypsy with the gold cap too. She's got a pad down on 34th and Vine, selling little bottles of Love Potion number 9. I told her that I was a flop with chicks. I've been this way since 1956. She looked at my palm and she made a magic sign. She said, what you need is Love Potion number 9. She bent down and turned around and gave me a wink. She said, I'm gonna make it up right here in the sink. It smelled like turpentine and looked like Indian ink. I held my nose, I closed my eyes, I took a drink. I didn't know if it was day or night. I started kissing everything inside. But when I kissed the cow down on 34th and Vine, he broke my little bottle of Love Potion number 9. potion number 9. Love potion number 9. Love potion number 9.
Well, I think that's a really great song. I like both versions, both the Searchers and the original by the Clovers. And one thing I should point out, Clovers actually had an alternative ending to that song. In the last verse, they say, I've had so much fun that I'm going back again. I wonder what will happen with Love Potion number 10. The Searchers didn't do it that way, but it's a good song, however you do it. So that completes the Searchers, and then next up I've got Herman's Hermits. They were another big British band, and they were they started out kind of like a skiffle band. Skiffle was a popular type of British, I guess it was sort of like British folk music, and the Herman's Hermits kind of adapted that style. You can tell it in their songs. I'm going to start with the first big hit, which was called I'm Into Something Good. Let me pull this one up.
Woke up this morning feeling fine. There's something special on my mind. Last night I met a new girl in the neighborhood. Whoa, yeah. Something tells me I'm into something good. Something tells me I'm into something. She's the kind of girl who's not too shy. And I can tell I'm her kind of guy. She dances close to me like I hope she would. She dances with me like I hope she would. Something tells me I'm into something good. Something tells me I'm into something. We only dance for a minute or two, and she stuck close to me the whole night through. Can I be the one in love? But she's everything I've been dreaming of. She's everything I've been dreaming of. I moved her home and she held my hand. I knew it couldn't be just a one night stand. So I asked to see her next week, and she told me I could. I asked to see her and she told me I could. Something tells me I'm into something good. Something tells me I'm into something. Something tells me I'm into something. I moved her home and she held my hand. I knew it couldn't be just a one night stand. So I asked to see her next week, and she told me I could. I asked to see her and she told me I could. Something tells me I'm into something good. Something tells me I'm into something. Something tells me I'm into something good. Something tells me I'm into something good. Oh yeah, something tells me I'm into something good. Something good.
Well, that was I'm Into Something Good by Herman's Hermits. I think that's one of my favorites of theirs. I'm going to skip the next one, Silhouettes. That was a cover of a song originally done by a doo-wop group from the 50s called The Rays. Not one of my favorites of theirs. I'm going to skip to the next one. This was their first number one. They actually had two number one hits in the USA. Their first was called Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Daughter. And I think you can tell the skiffle more on this song. Let me play this one.
Now from Manchester, England, Peter Herman Moon, Derek Rossenby, Paul Gill, Keith Hopwood, and Barry Shipman, who are Herman's Hermits.
Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter. Nose as sharp as her or something rare. But it's sad, she doesn't love me now. She's made it clear enough, it ain't no good to buy. She wants to return those things I bought her. Tell her she can keep them just the same. Things have changed. She doesn't love me now. She's made it clear enough, it ain't no good to buy. Looking about, even in a crowd, well, you pick her out. Makes her both feel so proud if she finds that I've been round to see you. Tell her that I'm well and feeling fine. Don't let on, don't say she's broke my heart. I'd go down on my knees, but it's no good to buy. Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter. Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter. Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter.
Okay, that was live performance of Mrs. Brown. You've got a lovely daughter on the Ed Sullivan Show, and you could tell they were very very popular when they first came out. That was 1965. Sounds like as much screaming as the when the Beatles appeared. Um, so you can tell how popular they were, but you can also tell their style was very different than the Beatles. Kind of a simplistic with just almost like a banjo going. But anyway, that was Mrs. Brown. You've got a lovely daughter. Next up, I'm going to feature their second and final number one. It's called "I'm Henry the Eighth I Am." Let me pull that one up. I'll try to pull up the studio version.
I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry the Eighth, I am, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone was an Henry. She wouldn't have a Willie or a Sam. No, Sam. I'm her 8th old man, I'm Henry. Henry the Eighth, I am. Second verse, same as the first. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry the Eighth, I am, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone was an Henry. She wouldn't have a Willie or a Sam. No, Sam. I'm her 8th old man, I'm Henry. Henry the Eighth, I am. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry the Eighth, I am, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone was an Henry. She wouldn't have a Willie or a Sam. I'm her 8th old man, I'm Henry. Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry. Henry. Henry the Eighth, I am, I am. Henry the Eighth, I am.
It's a good one. Pretty funny novelty song, I think. And it was their second and final number one. I have a couple interesting pieces of trivia about this song. First of all, you might remember it from the movie Ghost. Patrick Swayze was singing it to annoy Whoopi Goldberg and cooperating with him. He kept singing until she finally gave in. The other interesting thing about this song is that, like I said, it went to number one, but it actually tied the record for spending the least amount of time on the top 40 of any number one song, only 8 weeks. And the other song to do that was also in 1965 by another British group, Freddie and the Dreamers. It was I'm Telling You Now. Both of those only spent 8 weeks in the top 40, but they both did go to number. I don't know if you care about stuff like that, but anyway. Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip the next one. There's a kind of hush. I'm kind of tight on time now. I am gonna go a little bit over, I think, but I'm gonna go to the next artist, which is the Rolling Stones, and I can only feature a sample of the Rolling Stones. I'm just gonna feature a few of their early songs. Tell Me was their first hit in the USA, and I think before let me just play it first. Then I'll talk more about it.
I want you back again. I want your love again. I know you find it hard to reason with me, but this time it's different. Darling, you're saying you gotta tell me you're coming back to me. You gotta
Well, that was "Tell Me" by the Rolling Stones. One thing I want to say about the Rolling Stones, it took a little bit longer for them to become really popular in America than a lot of the other British artists, and you could tell their music was a lot different. That's a very bluesy song, and their roots in rock and roll were in blues, and one way I think the Rolling Stones were a lot different from any of the other artists I've featured so far. They were much they were much more controversial in their image, obviously. I mean, they had the kind of bad boy image. They weren't trying to look clean cut. I mean, even though all the all the early British bands had long hair, and that was kind of a shock to everybody because everybody in America had short hair until I think the 1964. They were still pretty clean. I mean, I think most of them wore suits and ties. And look at the Rolling Stones. I mean, they just they look like kind of like social outcasts, and that was the image they wanted to portray, and they didn't care. I mean, that's kind of how they were, and I heard the Beatles were kind of like that in real life, but they didn't want to show that side of themselves, at least early on, because it would have been too controversial. But anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. And I'm gonna skip the next couple Rolling Stones songs on my list here. These are both really good songs. It's All Over Now and The Last Time. But I'm already running over. I am gonna go over a little bit, but I'm gonna cut to the last one here. I'm sure you guys all know this one. This is one of the greatest songs of the rock era, without question, I think. Anyway, I'm going to feature this one next. I Can't Get No Satisfaction. Let me pull that one up.
I can't get no
Well, that's a really great song if there ever was one. Um, yeah, and in case you guys don't know, I mean, I'm sure you guys all know what the song's about. It's about sexual frustration. That's the kind of satisfaction he's looking for. And, I think most young men have gone through this, so I can relate very well to this song. I'm sure, millions of other people did as well, which is why it became such a big hit. Biggest hit of 1965, and one of the most well-known songs of the entire rock era. And I'm gonna have to cut some of the next few out. I think the only artists I have left are a couple female solo artists. Dusty Springfield. This is a really great song. I only want to be with you. I'm gonna play this one next. We'll talk about it.
I don't know what it is that makes me love you so. I only know I never wanna let you go. 'Cause you started something, and can't you see that ever since we met you had a hold on me? It happens to be true. I only wanna be with you. It doesn't matter where you go or what you do. I wanna spend each moment of the day with you. Although what has happened but just one kiss, I never knew that I could be in love like this. It's crazy, but it's true. I only wanna be with you. You stopped and smiled at me, asked if I cared to dance. I fell into your open arms, and I didn't stand a chance. Now listen, honey, I just wanna be beside you everywhere. As long as we're together, honey, I don't care. 'Cause you started something, oh, can't you see that ever since we met you had a hold on me? No matter what you do, I only wanna be with you. You stopped and you smiled at me, asked if I cared to dance. I fell into your open arms, and I didn't stand a chance. Now hear me tell you, I just wanna be beside you everywhere. As long as we're together, honey, I don't care. 'Cause you started something, oh, can't you see that ever since we met you had a hold on me? No matter what you do, I only wanna be with you. I said no matter what you do, I only wanna be with you.
Yeah, I really like that one. I'm surprised it wasn't a bigger hit. It only went to number 12 in the USA. I think it should have gone to number one. And there was another really good cover of this song in the 70s by the Bay City Rollers. Not as good as hers, but I think they did a really good version of the song too. It was a great hit. Anyway, I'm going to skip the next several by Dusty Springfield. I think I'm just gonna feature one more song and then I'm gonna call quits because I'm already over an hour. But and Petula Clark was probably the other really great female British artist from the 1960s, part of the British invasion. She actually started a long time earlier, and her mother was famous as well. She was a child star. And her first hit was in the 40s. It was called The Little Shoemaker. That was just a hit in England. She didn't make it big in America until the mid-60s, and her first international number one was called Downtown. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with this one. My mom used to play this on the piano. Really great song. So let me pull this one up. Um,
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can't forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. So go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. No finer place for sure. Downtown, everything's waiting for you. Downtown. Don't hang around and let your problems surround you. There are movie shows downtown. Maybe you know some little places to go to where they never close. Downtown, just listen to the rhythm of a gentle bossa nova. You'll be dancing with them too before the night is over. Happy again. The lights are much brighter there. You can't forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. So go downtown, where all the lights are bright. Downtown, waiting for you tonight. Downtown, you're gonna be alright now. Downtown, and you may find somebody kind to help and understand you. Someone who is just like you and needs a gentle hand to guide them along. So maybe I'll see you there. We can forget all our troubles, forget all our cares. So go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. Don't wait a minute more. Downtown, everything's waiting for you.
Well, that's another really great song. I think that's another one of the greatest songs of the rock era, in my opinion. A really powerful message, really powerful song, and beautifully performed by Petula Clark. And let's see, hour six. I'm gonna do an encore because I really like Petula Clark. I'm gonna feature her next big hit, which is "I Know a Place." A little bit of a change of pace. This one's a little bit faster pace, so let's pull this one up.
Every day when the work is behind you and the shop and the store put the lock on the door, just get away where your worries won't find you. If you like, well, I'll tell you more. Don't let the day get the better of you. When the evening comes, there's so much to do. You better put on your best and wear a smile. Just come along with me a while, 'cause I'll tell you, I know a place where the music is fine and the lights are always low. I know a place where we can go. At the door, there's a man who will greet you. Then you go downstairs to some tables and chairs. Soon I'm sure you'll be tapping your feet because the beat is the greatest there. All around there are girls and boys. It's a swinging place. A cell full of noise. It's got an atmosphere of its own somehow. You gotta come along right now, 'cause I tell you, I know a place where the music is fine.
Okay, that was a live performance of I Know a Place by Petula Clark. And that's going to conclude my feature for tonight, my live stream on the British invasion. I'll probably do another one on the British invasion because there was a lot of great music from England. A lot of great rock and roll came from England. Anyway, thank you for watching. You guys rock, and I'll see you next time.